Alright guys, welcome to a new video. So, we have some information finally about the free-to-play trial and what's going on with it, and it looks like it's pretty good. It's not probably what everyone is hoping for, but it's pretty close. So, basically, to put it in a nutshell, the information we were getting is right here. We both believe that the F2P has a part to play in achieving this, which is why we are opening the F2P trial to players who have not had membership for 90 days. So if your account has been non-members for 3 months, then you will be able to access the free-to-play trial no matter what. Which I believe will be 2 weeks. And unfortunately, if we look down here, they are not going to be having a permanent free-to-play version of the game. It's only going to be a trial that will last for 2 weeks, and then after that it will run out. But they did say that, if I can see if I can find it, they said that the conversion rate, right here, the F2P to pay-to-play conversion rate we have seen is as good as RuneScape has ever had in the last 5 years. So clearly the trial was a success, and it got a lot of people into members. And the botting wasn't really that big of a problem, especially since they disabled U-trees in free-to-play, and I imagine they'll keep that the case because U-trees are one of the biggest things to bot in free-to-play. But yeah, so the free-to-play trial is once again available to all members who have not, or all players who have not had members for 3 months, so 90 days, which is pretty cool. And hopefully it'll bring in a lot of new members. So like anyone starting up obviously hasn't had members for 3 months, and they will be able to play old school for 2 weeks at least, get into it, and hopefully then become members, which is what we really are looking for. But yeah, I'll have a link to this article below the video so you can read through it. There's a lot more interesting info in here, but I just didn't want to just go through it step by step because it would probably get kind of boring. But I encourage you guys to go over and read it for yourself because there's a lot of good stuff to read in here, a lot of interesting statistics and stuff like that. Alright guys, so if you voted in the Artisan and Bounty Hunter poll, then you should have received a message in your RuneScape message center, which you can access through the RuneScape website. And they sent you a SurveyMonkey poll, asking you to complete the poll to answer some questions. So I'm going to go ahead and do this and just go through it with you guys. It's kind of interesting because this has never happened before. So my display name is Autumn Elegy, and I voted no for both. Wait, no, I voted yes for Bounty Hunter. I'm stupid. And click next. Have my mic right in front of the computer. Oh god, this is long. Which of these statements do you agree with? I don't want a new skill in old school. Now is not the right time for a new skill. Artisan is an incomplete skill. That is true. I would rather have Dungeoneering than Artisan. No. Summoning than Artisan. No. Artisan is too complicated. I would say no. I would like to see the ideas implemented into existing skills rather than a brand new skill. Some of them, not others. I'm worried about how the balancing of Artisan will affect the rest of the game, definitely. I find some of the rewards for Artisan overpowered, yes. You should be able to make Artisan items even if you do not have a task for them. I don't really care either way. Artisan needs better rewards. Some of them are already pretty overpowered as it is. The items that only give a chance for an effect to take place should be changed to give a 100% chance for the effect to happen. For example, fish fillets. I don't really care that much. I think Artisan is nearly there, it just needs a bit more refining. I sort of felt that way, but I don't know, at the same time I don't really think we need it anyways. I think the rewards for Artisan are useful, some of them. I voted yes, but there are still improvements that can be made. I like how Artisan gives a use to fire making. I like the new resources that Artisan can bring into the game, so I'm gonna say yes for that because fire making is stupid. I like the new skilling areas that Artisan will open. I think a new skill will really help the future of old school. I think Artisan is perfect. So they're going from like negatives down to positives. I kind of do like the resources, but let's see if there's any other ones that I might want to check. Now is not the right time for a new skill. I kind of agree with that. I think that we could wait a lot longer because a lot of people still are trying to just get their normal skills up. But I'm not going to go so far as to say I don't want any new skills. So I think that's it. And how can Artisan be improved to make it a great skill? I'm going to say remove esoteric gear because it devalues runecrafting. What else? Alright, so I changed it around a bit. I said I think the fact that it completely changes a lot of other skills is what puts me off. I'd rather have an entirely new skill that's separate from other skills and has its own new training methods, resources, etc., rather than a skill that just makes players do obscure skilling for the sake of Artisan. And also, esoteric gear is overpowered and would devalue runecrafting greatly. And I think that sort of sums up my opinion overall of Artisan. I mean, I've been having sort of problems with it for a while and trying to figure out what exactly I don't like about it so much. And I think it's just the fact that, like, it's just more of the same. It's not really that interesting per se. It's just doing a bunch of random skilling for the sake of getting Artisan XP, where I'd rather just have an entirely new skill where you don't have to do Artisan first to be gaining all the other XP and then finish off your 99s afterwards. You can just have a totally new skill to sink your teeth into, and it's something new and interesting. And I think that would just be a lot better, and that's why I voted for things like Geomancy and Forestry, because they're new skills. They're actually new, and they're not just RuneScape but with a little twist. And I think that's sort of why I'm not as wild about Artisan, I guess you could say. But I'm going to click next and see what they have for us next. Which of these statements do you agree with? There's enough PvP. Oh, this is about Bounty Hunter, okay. There's enough PvP content in Old School already. We'll split the PvP community. Getting a kill in Bounty Hunter should be more rewarding than just getting the player's items. I guess so, because otherwise it's kind of pointless to bother doing Bounty Hunter. I'm concerned that if Bounty Hunter passes at some point in the future, players will get additional drops when killing a player. Well, that sort of goes against that. I don't know. I'm worried that adding additional drops to Bounty Hunter will have a negative impact on the economy. Possibly that could be true, though. That's the other thing. I don't think killing a player in Bounty Hunter should be more rewarding than just getting the player's items. I want to get a target right away rather than wait for 10 minutes. Yeah, I think that would be a good one. Bounty Hunter should be in creators. Bounty Hunter should be in PvP worlds. PvP worlds should be removed when Bounty Hunter is launched. I don't think so. I think Bounty Hunter belongs in the wilderness. Once the Bounty Hunter mechanic has been introduced, I think we should wait and see if there's a need for any extra incentives. I think that's probably true. I don't have really strong opinions on any of this because I probably won't do any Bounty Hunter. I don't do any PvP really at all. But as far as improving Bounty Hunter, I really don't have anything to say because I don't really know that much. And looks like we're done. So I wonder if we can see the results of this. I guess not. But anyways, so if you guys did vote in the poll, the most recent Artisan and Bounty Hunter poll, then you should have this a link to this SurveyMonkey in your message center on the RuneScape website. So I encourage you guys to go over and vote for yourselves because it is good for Jagex to get this feedback and see what they can improve. And this is a good chance for us to really tell them what exactly we want, because it seems like they really care about this and they're probably kind of bummed out that all this isn't really going anywhere and they want to have big updates like this, but they have to be passing, and I'm glad that they're sticking to that because it's definitely a good thing to stick to, and I'm glad they're not just getting tired of failing polls and doing it anyways, because that would be really bad. But yeah, I encourage you guys to go over and vote for yourselves in this SurveyMonkey thing. It's kind of odd that they didn't just do it on their own website, but maybe they just got too lazy or something. But yeah, so I will see you guys in another video. Thanks for watching, guys.